Sportsnet, part of the NBC Sports Group.
Last night, baseball's most feared lineup came to town and was shut down by the A's' hottest pitcher. Jared Parker pitched the best game of his young career, allowing 1 hit through 8 innings, and the Green and Gold Bats woke up to pound the Rangers for a season-high 12 runs. Tonight, Travis Blackley will take the ball. The crafty lefty is coming off a strong first start in Minnesota, and he will look to duplicate it against the defending American League champs. It's Game 2, Rangers and A's, coming up next. Fans having a good time. It's Tuesday Night Baseball from the O.co Coliseum. Finish up your food, come on inside, and see if the A's can make it 2 in a row over the first-place Texas Rangers. Travis Blackley, he's got the job tonight of trying to shut down this Rangers offense for the second night in a row. Let's see if he can do it. Game 2 of the 4-game series. It's the A's and the Rangers coming up on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball, along with Ray Fosse. I'm Glenn Kuiper. Well, a lot of good storylines last night. Jared Parker almost pitches a no-hitter. But how about the A's offense? They busted out big time. And what they need to do now, Ray, is carry that over a little bit, get some consistency. We'll see if that continues tonight.
Well, last night, Scott Feldman had a 1-2-3 first inning. Then all of a sudden, he started hanging some balls, and especially to Brandon Inge. But what a great job that Brandon Inge did. He has now hit 3 3-run home runs, 2 grand slams, and that was a 3-run home run in the 8-run second inning. Of course, he just kept going as Jamal Weeks drove in a couple of runs. But anytime you could score that many runs in a ball game, you figure the pitcher just wants to make sure he can do his job because the offense kept going. How about Kila Ka'ahui? A 2-run shot, ball that Nelson Cruz lost. Well, it didn't matter as the ball went over the fence. And Jonas Cespedes, that was in the 8th inning against Craig Gentry, the outfielder. Yet he came through with a 2-run double. Good news for him. A sore left knee, but he's back in the lineup tonight, and I think that's great news for the Athletics.
Travis Blackley, the left-hander, will make his second start with the A's. In Minnesota, he pitched really well. A little bit of a pitch count for him. He only went 5 innings, but he was good.
Well, that's the main thing. How much longer can he go tonight? But no doubt he did a great job in the Twin Cities, pitching very well against the Twins on Memorial Day. And the one thing about him, he pitched out of the bullpen, but jumped into the rotation for the Athletics, and I think he enjoys it there. The A's knew that he could be a starting pitcher. He had done that in AAA for the Giants. He's now doing it for the Athletics in their rotation.
And for the Rangers, it'll be Derek Holland. He's coming off an absolutely disastrous start where he gave up 8 runs in an inning and 2/3, so he will try to bounce back. So there's your pitching matchup, and the A's will try to make it 2 in a row over the Texas Rangers. Stick around. We'll have lineups and first pitch when we come back to the Coliseum.
Sportsnet California is brought to you by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Toyota. Check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today.
Yoenis Cespedes and the Athletics will try to make it 2 in a row over the Texas Rangers. Can they come close to scoring 12 runs? We'll just take a W. That's all we're worried about. Game time weather brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is now open daily. 62 degrees. Gusty again, 22 miles per hour. So another breezy night at the ballpark, but a nice night. And the A's have taken the field. Travis Blackley in the midst of his warm-up tosses. And both teams wearing the alternate jersey tops. And here is the starting lineup for the Texas Rangers tonight. Kinsler, Andrus, Hamilton, Beltre, Young, Cruz, Napoli at first tonight. Torrealba does the catching. And the pitcher, Greg Gentry. Oh, no, he's in center field. There.
Well, the A's skipper likes the alternate gold jerseys, so if the A's can put a nice win streak together, they continue to wear them. Travis Blackley, his second start, as we detailed, pitched very well against the Minnesota Twins in 5 innings, as the pitch count, which turned out to be 71 for the left-hander, was enough for him during the 5 innings, so he makes his second tonight against the Rangers.
Defense for the A's, it looks like this. Cowgill in left, Cespedes in center, Reddick in right, Inge, Rosales, Weeks, and Kayahue around the infield with Kurt Suzuki doing the catching. So Adam Rosales gets a start at shortstop tonight.
Well, he's going to pitch out of the stretch again. Too bad Yu Darvish isn't pitching for the Rangers tonight. You'd have 2 starting pitchers making their first pitch of the game out of the stretch. Very unusual, but in the case of Blackley, he'd been in the bullpen. Whatever works. Don't change a thing.
So Blackley's first pitch and first strike. There's Yu Darvish. He will pitch in this series, and it'll be on Thursday.
I wonder if he is saying, that's strange. Why is a starting pitcher pitching out of the stretch?
Kinsler, check swing, foul ball. Kinsler was the DH last night. Back playing second base tonight. 274 with 6 homers, 24 runs batted in. 0 for 4 last night, struggling as of late. Just 5 hits in his last 29 at bats. But if you were a leadoff hitter, this would be a fun lineup to be a leadoff hitter for. And Kinsler really has plenty of power to hit in the middle of the lineup. One of the heroes from last night, Jared Parker, took the no-hitter into the 8th inning. He was terrific. Good interview after the game. Enjoyed talking to him.
And he's been doing interviews all day as a result of his performance last night. And of course, he will go against his former team on Saturday, his next start. And we're told it might be Trevor Cahill.
That's what that's what it says. Interesting. So 2-2 the count to Kinsler with Elvis Andrus on deck, and then it'll be Hamilton just underway from the Coliseum.
Well, the first 2 pitches were great. Second 2 bounced about a foot in front of the plate. So we'll see what the 5th pitch is like.
Yep. And it is a good one, and that's a swing and a miss. So Blackley strikes out the first hitter he faces.
Jared Parker, as we mentioned, getting 8 runs in the second inning. You think, boy, just trying to hurry up and get through 5 to qualify for a win. But he was outstanding. Some of the great changeups and the fastball, sneaky fastball. I think he had the Rangers kind of in between, guessing what is he going to throw, because the changeup and the fastball came out of the same slot. You saw those changeups he threw to Josh Hamilton, the best hitter probably in all of baseball right now. And Jared Parker did a tremendous job throwing changeups and mixing the fastballs. And probably the best thing he said, he went with Kurt Suzuki, didn't have to think about anything except throwing what his catcher called.
First pitch to Andrus is a strike. Part of the pregame press conference, Bob Melvin talking to the media. He made a very interesting comment. He said that if Parker would have had the no-hitter through 8 innings, he was not going to send him back out there. How about that?
Did he say who was going to pitch with a 12-0 lead?
He did not. So I thought that was very interesting. He said, you know, I just 12 pitches. Didn't feel comfortable doing it. He said, I was ready for the boos that I would have received. Now, it certainly didn't come to that. But he was honest.
Well, of course, he's coming off shoulder surgery, and you have to really be careful with him. He is a great future for the Athletics as a starting pitcher. And remember, he did not start with the club.
Shallow right field. Weeks is out, and he's going to track it down for out number 2. So Anders pops out.
Josh Reddick, a little bit of a slow start, as we noted last night, with the sun field in right field, at least for the first inning or so. And Reddick might have gotten a little bit of a slow jump, but good play and good range by Jamal Weeks going into the outfield. Well, that's what he's looking into. And hate to be a cameraman, much less right fielder.
First pitch to Hamilton is low. .21 homers, 57 RBIs for Hamilton. Those two numbers lead not only the American League, but the Major League. Swing and a miss. Hamilton 0 for 3 with a walk and a couple of strikeouts last night. Good breaking ball. Big 12-6.
Yep.
Huh?
Well, Hamilton bad on his shoulder and just trying to get a little timing, but curveball's coming at him, left leg, and he will swing at a lot of different pitches. Anything close, he's going to be swinging.
I'd say last night, and a lot of it has to do with Jared Parker, but probably the most bad swings that we've seen Hamilton take in a game in a long time.
Over 50% of his pitches are fastballs, but you can see also good slider and curveballs that he's throwing to the left-handed hitting Hamilton.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So a couple of strikeouts in a 3-up, 3-down inning for Blackley. So we're headed to the bottom of the first. Rangers do not score. The Athletics lineup here in the bottom of the first. Weeks, Cowgill, Reddick, Cespedes, Inge, Gomes, Kaihue, Suzuki, and Rosales.
Derek Holland, that is, very good numbers against the Athletics, but not so great in his last start. Scott mentioned earlier 8 runs. Of course, that was back-to-back innings that the Mariners scored 8 runs against the Rangers. The A's 8 runs last night in the second. Can they do it again against Derek Holland? He's too good of a pitcher, though. Fastballs, 2 and 4 seam fastball, and he'll throw the low 90s with the heater.
First pitch to Weeks is on the outside corner, first strike. Weeks, Cowgill, Reddick here in the first. 227 the average for Weeks. He was 1 for 5 last night. A couple of RBIs. Like those 2 RBIs last night, the first RBIs he has had in 25 games. This one down the right field line. It'll drop foul. So the A's last night, a season high 12 runs. They also had 15 hits. They had 3 doubles. They had a triple. They had a couple of home runs. So 6 extra base hits. Tough to find anything wrong with last night's game all around. And Scott Feldman was the man who took a beating last night, and the damage was done in that second inning.
Talked to Scott downstairs. He was working out, and I said, you know, we showed those numbers. He said, yeah, I was in the clubhouse when I saw those numbers you guys put up there. And he said, I don't know what happens here.
Sorry, Scott.
And he says, I've gotten a chance to pitch in, not 5 starts because Flea's on the DL and starting to feel good, and come in here and ba-boomba, everything. I said, those hanging curveballs get hit quite a distance, and that's what happened to Brandon Inge. Hung one to him, and Inge, a 3-run home run.
Three and 2 to Weeks. Holland kicks, and the lefty delivers, and that one's hit towards center field. Now to right center. Gentry got a read and then went after it as he was playing toward right center. So that's out number 1. Let's check out the Rangers defense. Hamilton, Gentry, and Cruz in the outfield. Beltre, Andrus, Kinsler, Napoli on the infield, with Torrealba doing the catching. So Napoli slides over to first base after catching last night.
Well, and Hamilton over to left field. Gentry, and there's the speed in center field of Craig Gentry. Pitcher in the 9th inning last night, center field tonight.
Breaking ball from Holland in first strike. Cowgill, 258. He's a hot hitter right now. He's got a 7-game hitting streak going. 12 hits in 27 at-bats. Could be, Ray, that he's swinging the bat the best of all the A's.
But it's why he's in the lineup, and says a lot about what he has been doing, how he's been playing.
Nelson Cruz is under this one in right field. He's got it for out number 2. Coco Crisp sitting out another one tonight.
Well, you think about the trade, Arizona Diamondbacks, last night's starting pitcher, and Cowgill, of course, and Ryan Cook in the bullpen is Jordan Alberto on the disabled list, standing next to Coco.
Another former Diamondback, Jordan Alberto.
That's right. Brad Ziegler.
So 2 outs for Reddick. Digs in, hitting .271. 14 home runs and 29 RBIs. 14 home runs, tied for 6th best in the American League. So Holland working quickly.
Well, you give up 8 runs as quickly as he did, and there's no doubt you have that top of a start. Don't even get out of the second inning. You can't wait for your next. And one of the problems of being a starter in a 5-man rotation, you have a bad outing. Inning in 2/3. Crazy 8s. 8 runs on 8 hits. A couple of walks, strikeouts.
51 pitches he threw. Good breaking ball there. So he gave up 8 in the second. And the Mariners came back and scored 8 in the third. And the final score in that game, 21-8. That was the final. Reddick into center field, and that's a base hit. First hit of the game belongs to Reddick.
A little bit of a shift, and you know, again, when you have a hitter with 2-2 count, fastball outside, and I guess the Rangers thought he would pull that pitch. As second baseman Ian Kinsler playing him as a severe shift to pull, and the ball really kind of in a direction, if playing his normal position, might have been able to backhand it. But good hitting by Josh Reddick on a 2-2 fastball.
So Reddick aboard for Yoenis Cespedes. So fifth start for Cespedes since coming off the disabled list Friday in Kansas City. Fouls that one straight back. Hey, these things don't just happen on their own. You got to work on them. So they got a little work to do yet. Maybe by the weekend they'll have it ready to go in Arizona.
Well, the question is, when do they shake that way? I mean, is it after a home run, after a stolen base, or a victory, or it's before the game?
What are you shaking for then, right? Congratulations
on being in the lineup or something.
On being ready to roll. Gentry on the move. He's got it, and the side is retired. A hit and a runner left. We're through one from the Coliseum. No score.
And get your very own A's Chia Pet Cocoa Crisp. There he is, folks. There it is. See Coco Steele at the ballpark, then watch him sprout on your windowsill. 10,000 fans will get to do that. Now take home this unique replica item courtesy of Chevron Extra Mile. For more information and tickets, go to oaklandathletics.com/Coco. So that was that out on the box that said little Coco Chia Pet.
Uh-huh.
Is that it? Yeah. So it's going to sprout.
Big time. Just give it water. So Beltre leading it off. Going to be followed by Young and then Cruz in the second inning. Travis Blackley had a 3-up, 3-down first inning with a couple of strikeouts. He struck out Kinsler and Hamilton. The road this year to Oakland for Blackley started in AAA Fresno with the Giants. And then he was called up by the Giants on May 1st. He pitched 4 times in relief for the Giants, and then was claimed off waivers by the A's on the 15th of May. And this is his second start after making 3 relief appearances for the Athletics. So he's trying to stick around from Australia. 29 years old. He was originally a Seattle Mariner. So he's been around a long time. Signed by the Mariners in 2000.
I'll give him credit because he was acquired by the Athletics. I mean, they thought it'd be short term, but pitched well in the bullpen. Now making his second start in the rotation.
And a 2-2 pitch is a fastball, swing and a miss. 3rd strikeout for Blackley.
Here's the eye level a little bit on the power for Adrian Beltre, and he's a good low ball hitter, and that time no contact on the pitch that was up a little bit. Yeah, a little bit late on the swing.
So here's Michael Young. Young, of course, had the hit last night that broke up the no-hitter, leading off the 8th inning. Texas had just 3 hits. One of them was the home run by Napoli, which broke up the shutout in the 9th inning. Shoots this one toward right field. Reddick is there. He's got it. Out number 2. And that'll bring up Nelson Cruz.
There's no doubt. Time through the batting order for Team seeing the guy for the first time.
Nelson Cruz.
And you'd like to see the advantage a little bit to pitcher, and I think what Jared Parker did last night so effectively, and again following his catcher as they went through this tough lineup, 2nd, 3rd, 4th time, did not stay in the same pattern. And when you have the quality pitches that Jared Parker showed last night, especially the changeup and the sneaky fastball, very impressive, and he can change and not develop any sort of a pattern.
So 1-0 to Nelson Cruz. 8 home runs, 36 runs batted in. This one to the right side and foul. I don't think we mentioned last night the home run that Cruz hit on Sunday in Anaheim. It was estimated at 484 feet.
Still going, isn't it?
Oh man, oh man. Saw the highlights of it. We've been to Anaheim a lot. We know where the ball landed in. Yeah, 480 sounds about right. 480. Came in a 3-0 pitch too, so he was looking for it.
Well, this is what we look at. If it's a fastball.
Oh. Watch the flag post. Past the flagpole in deep left center. That one tapped slowly toward 3rd, and it just trickles foul.
Brandon.
So Cruz heads back to the batter's box. Angels and the Mariners are underway. 1-0 Angels. Game in the 2nd inning. Bevan and Garrett Richards, the rookie, who's filling in for Weaver. Last night the Mariners won 8-6, despite Mike Trout going 4 for 4. We'll keep a close eye on that game.
If you were to watch Major League Baseball for the next 20 years, the name Mike Trout probably is going to be top of your list for a long time. He is that good. I said about the 25th round draft choice.
He's fun to watch.
Yes.
Breaking ball, tapped foul again, so the count remains 2-2.
Nice curveball thrown by Blackley, and the first one for the strike froze Nelson Cruz, but Now he's starting to make a little contact, and that's where you're going to throw the same type of breaking ball, maybe the hard slider down on the end to where he does not have a chance to make an adjustment.
Another 2-2. And the fastball runs inside. So a full count to Cruz. Napoli waiting in the on-deck circle. Outfield straightaway for Cruz. Got power to all fields. That one right up the middle. Weeks playing there. Juggles, picks it up, and throws just in time to get Cruz side retired. 6 up, 6 down for Blackley, and we're headed to the bottom of the second. No score. Racing in Sonoma, the Toyota Sabar 350 returns to the Sonoma Valley Road Course June 22nd through the 24th. Tickets at 0 race. No score, bottom of the second inning. It's Derek Holland back to work. First pitch to Inge is a strike from Holland. Holland last year kind of came into his own. Finally got settled into the rotation. And he went 16-5 last year. Gentry has it. So a young lefty that is up and down a little bit out of the bullpen some, but then last year 198 innings. So and the 4 shutouts. Put it all together.
Well, maybe Kurt Suzuki will remember the home run he hit off him that helped him maybe hit his first of this season. Ron Washington, how about that? The career he has had as a member of the Rangers. I think the first month of his career as a manager, he was almost fired. Stayed with him, and well, he should be there a long time, and deservedly so.
We got a 2-year contract extension past off season, so the contract now runs through 2014 for Ron Washington. Well deserved.
The great thing about Ron Washington, he knows, sure, he's a manager, but he's a great teacher of the game of baseball. We saw him for 11 seasons as third base coach, infield coach, and when you can teach the way he can teach, and especially to help a third baseman become a 6-time Gold Glover, and a guy who never wanted a ball hit to him and then couldn't wait to have it hit to him, and Eric Chavez, says a lot about the ability that Ron Washington has to be a good teacher.
See, Johnny Oates was the manager of those teams in the late 1990s who were very good. They went to the postseason in 96, 98, and 99. Always ran into the Yankees and didn't beat them.
Never once did they.
So 2 outs as Gomes flies out. So where Holland had 4 shutouts last year. One of them was against the Athletics, and it was the 7th of July. Down in Arlington.
Yeah, he was good. And just took him into the postseason. Pitched there. And
now he's pitched well against the Athletics in his young career. 3-1, very good ERA.
Yeah, about a 1.90 ERA. So it says a lot about him. And he's right now saying, if I'm just 1 out away from getting through the 2nd inning. A horrible second in his start against the Seattle Mariners. So just try to get through it.
Kaihui with the home run last night, his 4th of the year. He's got 4 home runs, 14 RBIs. Hitting .234. Couple of hits last night.
Fastball, inside corner, got it on the corner.
Another fastball in on the hands.
Twilight last night, and Kila Kaihui, fly ball. Nelson Cruz said, I got it all the way, and then oops, lost it, and then it went over the fence. Good swing by Kaihui, his 4th. A's first baseman.
Takes that fastball that's high.
Derek Barton hit a 3-run home run yesterday. I think I heard somebody say that.
There's your umpires. Paul Emmel is calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, it was today. That's right. Not yesterday. Today. They played a day game.
2-2 pitch broken back toward third. Beltran has it. So he was shifted over toward the shortstop spot. Throws out Kaihui, and that's a 3-out, 3rd-out inning for Holland. No score after 2.
At 5:05 in the Eastside Club, players, coaches, celebrities, and radio and TV personalities will be serving mud root beer floats and orange crush floats for $2 each. Proceeds benefit the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. Admission is free with a game ticket to that. Mud Root Beer Float Day is presented by Pepsi. Ice cream is donated by Dryers. And for more information and tickets, go to oaklandathletics.com/rootbeer. You've had an orange crush.
Yeah,
float.
it's good.
I like those.
They had those at the golf tournament.
Yeah. That's right.
Change of pace.
It's good.
Yeah. Napoli, Torrealba, and Gentry, the bottom 3, as Travis Blackley has retired 6 in a row to start the game. Napoli's home run last night was his 10th of the year. Came in the 9th inning. 10 home runs, 28 runs batted in for Napoli. Napoli last year 30 home runs and 75 RBIs. So the great power numbers, but maybe the most surprising thing about Napoli's season last year was his batting average, 320.
Now look out here. It's going to be a fastball. A good fastball. I always like those 3-0 good fastballs, not necessarily four seam right down the middle, maybe a little movement, which he had as Toriaga, the other catcher who's catching tonight, waits on deck. It's nice to say about Napoli, first base, DH, catch.
Good guy to, good bat to keep in there. So he takes the leadoff walk. This was the hit that broke up the shutout last night.
3-2 fastball from Joe Miller. Fastball down the middle, and the opposite field power by Mike Napoli showed there. Trying to shut out the Rangers for the first time this season. That did not occur. So 55 games for Texas. They've yet to be shut out. Because of that man right there on the left, Jared Parker.
So here's Torrealba, 8th place hitter. Torrealba, the backup catcher for the Rangers, but he gets a fair amount of playing time. Second season in Texas. Bounces that one toward Inge. The ball comes up, ricochets to Rosales, who guns it to first, not in time. So it was a kind of that in-between hop, and it came up big time on Inge.
Well, it was exactly that, and with Torrealba and the chance to turn a double play, instead it's first and second, nobody out. And right there is where it came up, and all he could do is bring the glove up, and Adam Rosales right there, but the ball was in the air too long, and Torrealba able to beat it out at first. They did take that next high hop, and bad hop base hit it's called. It's a pretty good call because it was a bad hop.
So 2 on and nobody out for Gentry.
If he bunts, look out, as we saw in Texas.
And he does. And Inge has it. Flips on the run, and they get Gentry. It's a successful sacrifice. So second and third, and 1 out for the top of the order in Kinsler.
Now batting, number 5, Ian Kinsler.
Well, that's textbook, and nice play by Brandon Inge, but Gentry did exactly what you want to do. Force the third baseman to make the play. Infield will play back. Blackley struck out Kinsler in his first at bat. Ideally, it's what he'd like to do now.
Kaihue is the only infielder playing in, and the first pitch is in the dirt. The Rangers trying to get on the board. They didn't do it till the 9th inning in yesterday's game last night. Kinsler with 24 RBIs. Another block by Suzuki, so it's 2-0. Elvis Andrus will be next.
But Kurt Suzuki a lot of times did not have to do a lot of work in blocking balls in the dirt because he gets it during the game. And back-to-back pitches. You saw the first inning, some pitches thrown by Blackler way out in front of home plate. But it's the fingernails that allows him to block so well.
That's right.
What are they called?
I don't remember.
Clear view.
Smart side.
Smart side.
Kinsler bounces it just foul. very close. Gary Darling made the call.
Well, they hooked it. No way that Brandon Inge was going to get the ball. Gary Darling avoid being hit, and then that's the call. Took one off the mask last night. Bounced him back a few steps.
So Blackley, check of the runners, 2-1 to Kinsler. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Whether intentional or not, good pitch because it was inside, pulled it, then outside with a location and opened up. You can see the hips fly open, the pitch away from him. But even with that late of a swing, that creates a lot of opposite field power for him.
Breaking ball, and that was a good one. And Kinsler was able to just stay alive.
The foot down, no stride, and just barely making contact, but pitch stayed up a little bit from Blackley.
Another foul ball, so Kinsler battling Blackley. RBI's out there for Kinsler. He's got just 5 hits in his last 30 at bats. A handful of the Rangers struggling some right now offensively. Maybe that's one of the reasons why they've actually lost 5 out of their last 6. Dirt, and Suzuki blocks it again. The Rangers still have the best record in the American League at 32-23. Their 4.5 game lead over the Angels.
Coach Suzuki using his right hand, the bare hand, got hit as the ball took the hop, and yeah, he got in the hand. That's trying to protect the throwing hand as it was down to his side, but the ball hit the dirt, bounced up, and took a different direction, but he sacrificed the hand, another bruise to block the ball.
3-2 is lined, and that's fair. And that's going to bring home a pair of Rangers, and they're going to lead 2-0. So Kinsler kept it fair, and he picks up the 2-run double.
Oh, that's too bad. A bad hop. Could have been a double play, and Ains could have been back in the dugout instead. And Kinsler gets a changeup that was up and just barely got it on the foul line. Top hand, and that quickly down in the corner.
So Kinsler gets RBIs 25 and 26. And here's Andrus, still just 1 out here in the 3rd. Andrus takes a fastball first strike. Andrus popped out to Weeks in short right field his first at bat. A double for Kinsler was his 20th of the year. Rangers, they hit a lot of home runs. They hit a lot of doubles as well. He ties Adrian Gonzalez from the Red Sox for the top spot in the American League in doubles. Andrus went around, I believe. Yes, he did. So 0-2 to Elvis Andrus.
It's been a good pitch, 3-2 to Kinsler, and just trying to get him to do what this guy did. Andrus took the bat a little bit too far through the zone. I think Kurt Suzuki really wanted him to try to bounce the ball 3-2. Not really upset if he had walked him below the bases with first base open, as was the case before he hit the double.
Big sharp breaking ball, and Andrus strikes out. So that is the 4th strikeout for Travis Blackley. Here's our Farmers Insurance report card. Josh Hamilton versus fastballs in 2012. 364 average. High slugging percentage. And the lowest percentage of fastballs seen. Josh Hamilton probably shouldn't be surprised there. When he does see them, he hits them. But I think if you're a pitcher, and you can softball Josh Hamilton a little bit. Just don't make a mistake. There's the big breaking ball. It stays high. Hamilton struck out swinging in the first inning. So he has struck out 3 times in the first 2 games of this series. Swing and a miss. He chases there.
And he was geared fastball, and it's almost, if you do throw him a fastball, anything close, you don't want to do it. And hard slider down in the dirt. Good luck by Kurt Suzuki again, but a pitch that Hamilton has seen something that looks like it's close to being straight. He's going to swing.
One pitch, and that one's drilled toward left center field, and that was a breaking ball that just hung up there. Kinsler's going to trot home to score. Hamilton with an RBI double, and it's 3-0 Texas. So if you look at the difference between the breaking ball he swung and missed at, and then that one he hit, significant.
Up in the zone, and as aggressive as he is, the pitches that he struck out on the first at bat were down. This one stayed up, and it sliced into left center. No chance for Cespedes to get to the ball. And when you're a good hitting club and you take advantage of little things, and that's what the Rangers have done in this inning. Because this part of the batting order should never have come up if the old bat hop. So the A's, after scoring big in the early part of the game last night, going to have to do it again tonight. Down 3 runs in the 3rd inning.
Beltre shoots one, and now there's going to be a foot race to first base, and Beltre beat it. It was trouble right from the get-go, and Kayahui really ranged way too far to his right, and he had no chance to get back. So that's a mistake defensively by the A's.
Well, it's just a question. If Kayahui knew where Weeks was, he was way over towards second base, and maybe that's why he ranged as far as he did. But well, the A's are fortunate. Beltre barely beating it. If he did, yeah, foot barely got down before Blackley got there. But the problem, and I tell you, the A's handled it well. Weeks made a very good throw to Blackley. Well, that was, oh, I don't know. Beltre came up a little short with his foot, just scooting towards the bag in front of it. He tried to hit and I think that's what helped him get in safely, by hitting the bag where he did. But if Weeks makes any kind of a throw offline, run's going to score from second.
So Michael Young steps in, goes as a hit. So 4 hits and a walk in this inning by Texas. And Young drives into left field. Cowgill on the move, and Cowgill is going to make the catch. Side retired, damage done. 3 runs by the Rangers. It's 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd.
Great students the chance to earn 2 free tickets to an A's game with the A's Science of the Game program. For more information, click on community at oaklandathletics.com.
So Kurt Suzuki to lead it off. He'll be followed by Rosales and Weeks. The A's now trailing 3-0. Derek Holland with a few runs to work with. Holland pumps a fastball in their first strike. Suzuki hitting .207 with no homers, 15 RBIs. So the second day of the Major League Baseball draft was held today. It was rounds 2 through 15. So a busy day for all the teams, including the Athletics. Suzuki rolls one foul.
A lot of happy amateur baseball players across the country, and I think it's a great time of the year. Always a great time, but you can always look at all the players drafted. Where are they going to go? Who are they going to displace? Because there's only so many spots. And that's why the turnover every year of players, and especially those who are drafted and trying to make it into the major leagues. Talking to Josh Reddick about being drafted. He thought he's going to go in the top 10 and said, how did you deal with it? And he said, I was so frustrated. I just left the TV and the computer and went to work out.
Well, the baseball draft is much more of a crapshoot than the NFL and the NBA.
Josh said he was drafted 17th in a draft and follow. They followed. He ended up getting more money, and so figured he 17 with the Red Sox. He's now with the A's, so I'll take him considering what he's doing, the way he's playing.
Suzuki rips one to left, and that's going to get down as it one-hops the wall. Hamilton picks it up. Suzuki to second with a leadoff double. And here's our Ford right choice for today, and it's the A's top 10 picks so far in the draft. Of course, Addison Russell, the #1 pick. Locally, B.J. Boyd from Palo Alto High School was taken with pick number 139. That was in the 4th round, so some names, some you'll see in the big leagues, some you won't. We hope a lot of them. So that's the first 10 picks by the A's. So the breakdown today of the 15 total players taken, and the 3 taken yesterday. Rosales to right field. Cruz coming in, and he's going to get there. So Rosales, good at bat, comes up short. The A's have taken 9 pitchers, 1 catcher, 6 infielders, and 2 outfielders. And their first 2 picks were high school shortstops.
Now batting, second baseman, number 19.
So good luck to all those youngsters who will head off to the minor leagues.
I always think about the position players, probably more so position players than pitchers, because there seems to be a lot of pitchers drafted, but you think of certain type of position players drafted, and then you look at the guy at the major league, what does he think? I remember walking in the clubhouse in Cleveland, the catcher was not too receptive to
he didn't like
shaking my hand. But, you know, it does happen, and feel a little bit threatened, but I think if they're good enough, which they were in Cleveland, they were there quite a while anyway.
Not your fault.
Nope. Just happy to be there.
Yeah.
Had great cheeseburgers up in the old press box area. Worked out, sat down upstairs, had some cheeseburgers. What a life for 3 days.
Then you got to work. What was your first stop?
Reading, Pennsylvania.
Reading, Pennsylvania. You didn't have to go too far then, right? Kinsler right behind second base. He was playing there, and Weeks is retired.
Didn't have to go too far, but I realized as a youngster out of high school, facing guys who were 10, 12 years older than me, and they threw pitches I'd never dreamed about seeing.
Now batting, left fielder.
You know the old saying about called home, said they're throwing those curveballs. I'll be home soon because I can't hit them. And that's pretty much what happens. Fortunately, I broke my finger and got the heck out of there.
Well, that's part of the deal, too. If you sign out of high school, you're 18 years old. You sign out of college, you're 21. Right. That 3 years is a huge difference.
I was always told college player 2 to 4 years to get to the big leagues. High school 4 to 6. They give you more time because you're going through the system. And I know originally club's thinking was if they can get a player young out of high school, then they can develop him through the system. Depends on the college. There's great college programs across the country that players can go, and it's like minor league baseball. Some players that may not be drafted as high as they had hoped go to college for an extra 3 years and come out higher.
0-2 pitch to Cowgill is inside, but for those high school kids, I mean, part of it is just being away from home.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. That's a huge part. I mean, that's not necessarily the case with the college kid.
Well, that's right. That's why players talk about the college where they enjoy the college because it does give them a chance to get away on their own, but not at the professional level. At least you have, I guess, the dorms and college programs that they kind of take care of you, and you're on your own in the pros.
Yep. 2-2 to Colin Cowgill, trying to knock in Suzuki from third, which is outside. Remember, my first year in the minor leagues, I was really a nobody. Team's second-round draft pick that year was a high school kid, and he was a good player, but he was miserable. I mean, he called home in the morning, in the afternoon, and after the game every single day. I felt bad for him. He was miserable.
That's before cell phone.
Yeah, he'd sit on that payphone, popping quarters in, and you just looked at him and you felt bad for him. He just wanted to go home. Cowgill with the walk. Runners in scoring position. Opposition hitting .409. That's not good.
And that's the skipper. That's Ron Washington. And you know what he might be saying? Why are you throwing a guy a 3-2 curveball when you've got 2 outs? You're throwing a good fastball. And I don't know that that's what he's saying, but I was a little surprised that Colin Cowgill, sitting fastball, and he threw a curveball up in his eyes, not even close enough for him to swing at.
He's got a good fastball. 93, 94 miles an hour from a left-hander.
But when the pitching coach doesn't go and the manager does, that's more of a right act, read the right act, instead of, hey, come on now, come and get him. That's what Mike Maddock might say, but not Ron Washington, the manager.
So Reddick steps in. And the first pitch is the fastball, and it drops a little bit low. Reddick had a base hit up the middle in the first inning. He'll take that right now. 2 for 5 in the series. Suzuki led off the inning with a double. He's at third.
Tommy Cam on the inside corner. Right on the corner is Paul Emma. Looking right over the right shoulder of Toyama. Back in there.
Sometimes left-handers have a hard time throwing a fastball into a left-hand hitter, but it looks like Holland has the ability to do that.
Well, he just overthrew. This one is supposed to be inside, ended up down, and probably the good news for him, it was down. That's it, more or less in the middle of the plate. Shift a little bit more drastic for Reddick in this at bat.
And that one's tapped back toward the mound. Holland goes to first, and Reddick is retired. A Strand 2. So we're through 3 from the Coliseum. Rangers 3, the A's nothing. On July 1st of 2004, Travis Blackley won his Major League debut versus the Rangers, pitching for the Mariners. What former A's first-round pick was the starting pitcher and took the loss for Texas? 2004. Tonight, Blackley is trailing 3-0 to the Texas Rangers. What did his line look like in his Major League debut? 4 runs in 5 2/3, so not great, but he got a W.
Can he duplicate that tonight? Give up one more and win.
So this is just the 10th career Major League start for Travis Blackley. First pitch to Cruz is a bit low. Cruz, Napoli, and Torrealba here in the 4th inning. Cruz grounded out to Weeks to end the 2nd inning. Nelson Cruz hitting in the 6th spot, even though he's got 36 RBI. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Same as last at bat. Hard curveball, and well, you can just see how Nelson Cruz could put a lot into a swing. He has an exaggerated open stance, and then as the pitch is coming, he closes up and attacks everything. Settles down a little bit with a couple of strikes.
Yeah, he does attack it. That's a good call.
But it's all about timing for him also. And you see a guy with the kind of stance that he has, and you think, well, it can pound him inside, because by the time he closes up, but he can react quickly enough on a pitch inside where he can turn on it. The left foot almost hitting the outside foul line, or the batter's box, and then it'll close up very quickly as the ball's coming.
That went inside. Cruz with 29 home runs last year. It's really his 4th season as an everyday player for Texas. Another big swing, fouled it back. Last 4 seasons. In the games played, he has been banged up a little bit, but home run numbers, no question. And that one's lined to right center field, and that's a base hit. Reddick cuts it off. Cruz is going to try for 2 as Reddick slips, and Cruz will make it. And that's a leadoff double. So hit number 5 for Texas.
Well, the inside out swing on a breaking ball, and he drove it. He transferred the left foot, and Josh Reddick just feet came out from under him. He was ready to make the throw. He knew Nelson Cruz was going to be going for the double, and just lost his footing.
So Napoli steps in. A lot of talk when you talk about the Rangers is, of course, Josh Hamilton being a free agent, and will they be able to sign him? Mike Napoli is also a free agent. So those are a couple of big power hitters that the Rangers will have to decide if they're going to ante up and pay. But that gets you to Nelson Cruz, who is a free agent after next year.
Yeah.
So there are some decisions to be made for the Rangers in the next couple of years when it comes to doling out big contracts.
Look out. Oh, step off, step off.
He does step off, and he throws to Inge, and Cruz is out. And now they're going to, umpires are
call the ball.
It's like the second base umpire, Jerry Meals, came in.
But he was getting such a big jump off second base. And of course, he had to step off. Did he step off? That's why you have to step off when a guy takes off to third base. Because Nelson Cruz, watching the lower part of your screen take off. It looked like he stepped off. That's what he's saying, that his left foot, he backed off. I bet they're saying that it was the same motion, like he was going to throw to the plate. Third base umpire Gary Darling didn't see it.
So it can't be any type of motion like you're winding up and throwing home. It has to be a clear step off and then make your throw to third base. A little bit outside. So Cruz is now at third. So the balk. Gets Cruz to third. So that's too bad. You had an out. 2-1 to Napoli. And now 3-1.
Yeah, he tried when he heard what was going on. He tried. Watch the left foot, his back foot, as he takes off. And that's, even though he moved, he said he has indicated that he took his foot off, but it was all that same motion. It probably looked a little bit strange to the umpires, but as fast as he did it. But you just knew, as we were able to see here, that Cruz was getting off the bag so far.
Well, he was halfway by the time Blackley realized it. Pitch number 67 coming up for Blackley. And it's inside, so it's a walk. So first and third, nobody out for Torrealba. Second walk for Blackley. The first one was leading off the third inning, and that was Napoli as well, and Napoli scored. So we're going to get some action in the bullpen.
I think Sean Doolittle's a little nervous.
And I think it's going to be our man, Sean Doolittle. Yep. Wearing number 62. Heck, I'm nervous for him. I got butterfly.
Well, it's a great story. As Bob Melvin said, you don't see too many position players change that quickly, become pitchers and get to the big leagues, and that's what he was. We saw him in spring training as a first baseman, talented.
Well, you get the feeling at some point in this game he's going to probably get in there. So Torrealba hits with first and third, nobody out. Torrealba hit that ground ball that took a bad hop on Brandon Inge and went as a base hit. And that was a big play in that. It could have been a double play. Took a bad hop. Not close. 1-0. Blackley retired the first 6 in this game. Ran into all kinds of trouble in the third. He's in trouble here in the fourth. Change up, stays outside. So 2-0 the count. That's Greg Gentry waiting in the on-deck circle. Not close. 3-0.
How soon do you think Doolittle will be in the game?
Maybe sooner than even we think. Angels leading the Mariners 4-1 in the top of the 5th inning. That one's driven to right center. Cespedes on the move. He's going to get there, and he makes the catch. Both runners are going to tag, and both runners are going to be safe. So it's a sacrifice fly for Torrealba, and he did it on a 3-0 pitch.
Yep.
And good base running by Napoli as Cruz comes in to score.
Yeah, strong throw from Cespedes into second base, a little bit offline.
Now batting, Number 23.
But when you're struggling throwing strikes, first 3 out of the strike zone, then he walked Napoli in front of him, and then not surprised seeing Torbiabo get in the green light.
So Gentry steps in. Gentry had a sacrifice bunt in the 3rd inning. He goes after the first pitch and fouls it back. So it all started with the Cruz double. Gentry last night pitched 1 inning. Gave up a couple of runs. I was thinking last night, I wonder if he was nervous taking the mound.
He had everything to gain, nothing to lose.
That's very true.
You know, the most important thing, I think, once he got a runner on base, that he didn't balk.
Keep it simple.
That's one of the things you're concerned. You in the stretch position, make sure you stop, follow through it, hope the ball's not hit back up the middle at you.
See Jose Canseco's name on that list of position players by the Rangers that have pitched. Didn't that blow out his arm?
Yes, blow out his his right elbow. Throwing knuckleballs.
The old knuckleball. Yeah. 1-2 to Gentry. Big breaking ball is rolled foul.
Is it Kevin Kennedy, the manager, who put him in on? Well, you see guys on the sidelines that, playing catch and throwing knuckleball. I can pitch. Just give me a chance. He set back many of the position players pitching for many years. And Canseco did when he injured his elbow.
Well, we think that if the A's needed 3 outs from a position player, I'm going to go with Cliff Pennington.
Cliff Pennington, exactly.
Two pitch is inside, and the reason I say it, and I don't know if you'll agree with me, he's got a great arm, right? So he'd have a good fastball, but he's got a terrific knuckleball. He plays catch with guys before the game.
That's what I mean.
And he throws a knuckleball, and guys are like battling just to catch it. So he'd be a legitimate 2-pitch guy. Fastball, knuckleball.
Fastball, knuckleball. Doolittle's ready. He's ready. He's standing down in the bullpen. It's Rick Rodriguez. Rick Rod telling him who's the on-deck circle. Ian Kinsler. If that's the case.
3-2 pitch, and Gentry helps Blackley out. Swings and misses.
3-2 slider.
Yeah,
that's why Kinsler got the changeup back in the 3-run last inning with the double. This pitch down and in is a better percentage pitch. You're going to get a swing and miss. The last 49 pitches for him the last 2 innings. That's after a 14-pitch first inning. 3 strikeouts, first 6 batters.
Fastball to Kinsler just misses. Kinsler with that 2-run double in the 3rd. Hit it right down the left field line. Landed just fair. Struck out in the 1st. Kinsler will not be leaving the Texas Rangers by free agency. He signed an extension earlier this year. 5 years, $75 million. And that contract runs through 2017. There's a club option for 2018. He signed that on the 11th of April. So Kinsler wanted to stay. Very fine player. Sounds like all parties are happy with that deal.
You think about the Rangers and the type of lineup they have. I'm sure it's going to be tough to sign everybody to long-term contracts, but Adrian Beltre went there for a pretty good reason. Look at the lineup around him.
Sure.
You surround yourself with a lot of good hitters. Makes it easier where you get pitches to hit. Beltre is a good player, but it's tough to pitch around him knowing who you might get later.
Towards center field, Cespedes gets back, squares up, and he's got it. Side retired. A run for the Rangers. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 4-0 Texas.
It's race time.
And we thought his outfit was absolutely terrific. So the question is from Stephanie, who lives in San Lorenzo. She says the A's white suit gentleman, his name is James Gluth, and he is from Fremont. And we said, hey, we want to find out who this guy is. We want to tell him what a great A's fan he is. And he was having fun, and he's back again tonight. James Gluth. James, you're doing good.
And he stood up just for us.
Yes, he did. That's right. So his phone's going to ring here in a moment.
He's got different friends tonight.
Well, he's going to have a lot of friends after last night and tonight. James Gluth from Fremont. Good, solid A's fan. Low throw, and it's dug out by Napoli at first. That's a nice play on both ends by Andrus and Napoli. Cespedes is retired. So one out here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Cespedes runs fast. Andrus nose into the ground. But he really bounces far enough out in front of Mike Napoli, probably unintentionally, but because he's got a strong arm, he knew he had to throw it fast, get it over there quickly, and Napoli made a very good play. Just like Kevin Fennell when Kevin was all the way down in the left field line. Remember all the attention he got?
Yeah, he got a lot of attention.
It's the only ball boy I ever saw go down there and carried a bag of baseballs with him just to give to fans.
Worked out well for him. Inge takes a bit high. 2-0. Inge hit a fly ball to center field in the 2nd inning. He's just a couple of hits, making 3 hits now off Holland. Racing over his Gentry to cut it off. And he holds Brandon Inge to a single.
A good solid swing by Brandon Inge. The 3-run home run, the RBI single in the second inning. That ball, he got a chance to extend his arms. And a nice, easy swing, and the ball jumped off his bat. And running smartly, not really trying to think about a double, knowing that the groin injury kept him out a couple of weeks. And he's trying to do something tonight that the Rangers couldn't do early, and that's to try to get on the board after the A's had scored. Rangers couldn't do it thanks to the pitching of Jared Parker. Tonight the A's down 4, trying to get on the board.
First pitch to Gomes is a bit high. Gomes hit a fly ball to right field, his first at bat. Not a lot of playing time for Johnny Gomes as of late. He did not play in that series in Kansas City. He did play last night briefly in left field. Trying to get his swing going. He's got just 5 hits in his last 35 at bats. Gomes hitting in the 6th spot. Kaihue waits in the on-deck circle. That fastball inside. 2-1. See that fastball at 89, but maybe a little bit of a cutter, maybe. Yeah. Johnny Gnomes. That's all right. That's a good one. Right there with a changeup, catches the outside corner. Pretty good pitch by Holland. Gomes didn't agree with it.
You can just watch Johnny as he thought the pitch was down a little bit too much and just kind of slumped his shoulders. Very rarely says anything to the home plate umpire. He knows that there are times that he doesn't think pitches are strikes, but he doesn't show up the umpire.
2-2. Gomes drives one left field, but Hamilton makes the catch. So Gomes hit it on line, but right into the glove of Hamilton. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Now batting, first baseman, number 25, Kila Kaihue.
So Kaihue will hit. Well, 4-0, but there is still plenty of time in this game. He's just have to chip away. Shift is on for Kaihue. Straight up in the outfield, but the infield moved around. Kaihue grounded into that shift. He grounded to Beltre in the 2nd inning, and Beltre playing in the exact same spot this at bat. No surprise there. Quick 0-2 to Kaihue.
And the A's trying to avoid what happened over the weekend, and boy, you hate to think about it, to score as many runs the A's did on Saturday and what happened Sunday, and of course last night scoring 12.
And that'll do it. So Kaihue on 3 pitches strikes out. A's strand a runner. So we're headed to the 5th inning. 4-0 Texas. Travis Blackley won his Major League debut versus the Rangers pitching for the Mariners. What former A's first-round pick was the starting pitcher and took the loss for Texas that night? John Wasden, who was drafted 25th in the first round. And he was drafted in 1993 by the A's. John Wasden, right-handed pitcher.
Saw John Wasden in spring training.
Did you?
A's, yeah. So at the minor league complex, actually watching Cespedes, and he was there. And
Blackley grabs it, and Elvis Andrus is retired. John Wasden, unfortunately, he pitched for the A's when the A's were struggling.
That's right, yeah.
Now batting, number 32.
So here's Hamilton. Hamilton struck out in the first, doubled home run in the third, his 58th RBI of the year. Big breaking ball rolled toward Weeks. Weeks is way out on the grass. That will do it for Hamilton. 2 outs.
Well, if you've thrown 80-plus pitches and you're facing the Rangers in the 5th inning, 2 pitches, 2 outs. So that.
Thank you.
See what happens with Beltre in this at bat. Typically, after that happens, the third hitter will take a pitch.
First pitch to Beltre. He does, and it's a strike. Beltre, a strikeout and a single.
The hitters never like to allow a pitcher to make 3 pitches and get 3 outs. Last night, Parker, after giving up the hit in the 8th inning, threw 3 more, 4 pitches total in the 8th inning, and got out of it.
1-1 the count to Beltre. We noticed it last night, and it does look a little different. Beltre has that helmet pulled way down. It's a little bit like Juan Uribe. He's pulling that thing way down where you wonder if he can even see. I'm sure they can, but it's.
Maybe the lights are glaring.
Yeah, well, that could be it. Who knows? Something to it. There's a shot. Weeks leaps. He cannot quite get it. So Beltre, helmet down and all, has a base hit. He's 2 for 3.
And Johnny Gomes pulls his helmet down hard on his head.
That's right.
Fastball low and away. That's just the great hitting by Adrian Beltre. Sure, he hits a lot of home runs. He's hit 10. But fastball away. He's not trying to pull it over Jamal Weeks as he jumps as high as he can.
So that's the 6th hit for Texas. And here's Michael Young. First pitch to Young is outside. Young, a fly ball to right and a fly ball to left.
Well, it's all right-handers after Michael Young. Actually, most right-handers in this lineup, all except Hamilton. So with Doolittle throwing in the bullpen, not a matter of who's coming up. It's just a matter of number of pitches that Blackley has thrown.
90.
To when Doolittle will be coming in as he's throwing again in the bullpen.
Beltre doesn't look like he's getting a great read on Blackley. It also doesn't look like he's going to try to steal it back.
Can't see anyway.
That's true. That's what it is. Well, the way he hits the A's, he seems to be seeing it okay.
Oh, yeah. If he's not going to be running, he's dancing off first base. Blackman should concentrate on Michael Young because all of a sudden it's 2-0.
Young hits one high down the right field line and foul. Blackley threw 72 pitches in that start in Minnesota. And there's a drive down the right field line. Reddick on the move, goes into a slide, and it gets by him, and it rolls all the way to the wall. Beltre digging around third. They're going to wave him home. Michael Young's going to end up at third, and it's a 5-0 Ranger lead. Heck of an effort by Reddick. He just could not come up with it, and it shot past him all the way to the wall. And that's going to do it for Blackley. So 4 2/3 tonight for Travis Blackley. He leaves trailing 5-0, and we got a major league debut for that youngster, Sean Doolittle. When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Your attention, please.
That and that. For a first baseman, it's not too bad.
Exactly. He just started pitching the end of last year, went to instructional league, and that's when he pitched competitively, I guess you could say, for the first time. Went to spring training, went to the minor leagues, put up cartoon numbers, and now he's in the big leagues. So we're excited to see him. We've read a lot about the young man. Sean Doolittle, he's 6'3", 210 pounds.
First pitch to the big leagues, 94 miles per hour. Just a little bit off the plate. There are the numbers for Travis Blackley.
So the first man that Doolittle faces in his major league career is Nelson Cruz. Now, Doolittle was a very good pitcher in college. He was a really great pitcher hitter, high draft pick for the Athletics.
94 mile per hour challenge fastball up in the zone to a very good fastball hitter in Nelson Cruz.
Cruz fouled it straight back, 95 miles an hour. A little bit more on Doolittle, born in Rapid City, South Dakota, 41st player taken in the 2007 draft from Virginia. Swing and a miss, 96 miles an hour, and it came out nice and easy. So the first batter he faces in the big leagues, he strikes out Nelson Cruz. A run for Texas, bottom of the fifth, coming up 5-0 Rangers. free. They pay you. Welcome back to the O.co Coliseum. Ray Fosse, Glenn Kuiper. You're watching Oakland A's baseball here on Comcast Sportsnet California. Tonight, the Rangers trying to even up the series at a game apiece. They're in charge with a 5-0 lead, bottom of the 5th inning. Derek Holland has allowed 3 hits. He has walked 1. He has struck out 1. And that was pitch number 61. Kurt Suzuki has 1 of the 3 hits. He doubled leading off the 3rd, but he ended up being stranded at 3rd. A's could not get him home. Angels are widening their lead down in Anaheim. Angels 6, Mariners 1. Bottom of the 6th inning. Trumbo has homered twice in that game, 11 and 12 for him. And Torrey Hunter has homered his 6th. Michael Saunders with a home run for the only run for the Mariners. So again, that game in the bottom of the 6th inning. Suzuki, a shot past the diving Beltre, headed for the corner. So Kurt Suzuki has a couple of doubles tonight. That's a welcome sign for the A's, seeing Kurt swinging the bat.
Well, when you're seeing a fastball, you got a 5-run lead, and Holland just challenged him, and Kurt Suzuki said, all right, and Gold Glover at third base almost got it under the glove of the diving Adrian Beltre. But the thing about Kurt Suzuki, it looks like his left hand is much better than it has been. Some aggressive swings on top of the ball, and into the hard pass to Beltre at third.
So here's Adam Rosales, who hit a line drive right to the right fielder in the 3rd inning. Takes just a bit high. A quick chat between Torrealba and Derek Holland.
When he fell behind 2-0 to Kurt Suzuki, challenged with a fastball, and of course it was Suzuki hitting a 1-2 pitch in his first at bat with the same results. A nice double.
Rosales playing shortstop tonight. He said that's where he was playing most of the time in Sacramento. Four hits in 14 at bats for Rosales in his time here with the Athletics this year.
I think the great thing for the A's, and although shutout right now, just 4 hits in the first 4+ innings, but you score 8 runs in an inning, you start believing in yourself. Maybe it can happen facing anybody. This guy tonight, although Feldman not so great at numbers against the Athletics here at the Coliseum, Holland better numbers than what Feldman had last night. The A's just trying to put some runs on the board. 11 shutouts, too many already. Fastball just on the inside corner.
So 2-2 the count, with the top of the order, Jamal Weeks waiting in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss. He stayed right in on the hands of Rosales with a pretty good fastball. And that's the 2nd strikeout for Derek Holland.
92 miles per hour, and it seemed like about 102 as Adam tried to bring the hands in. And that's when you know you're in trouble.
Second baseman, number 19.
It's like kind of a 4-seam, not much cut on the fastball inside, but great location.
So here's Weeks. He'll try to get Suzuki home. Weeks with a fly ball to center field and a ground out to second. Big breaking ball, and it catches the inside corner for a strike.
Problem with the leadoff double, he doesn't move. It just goes against the hits with runners in scoring position.
Yes, it does.
Makes it that ugly number, that 0 in front of it.
That one chopped over the mound. Kinsler has it, flips quickly to first, and the throw is wide, but they say Napoli kept his foot on the bag. Scott Berry, the first base umpire, is going to get an argument from Ty Waller, a little bit from Jamal Weeks, and now the manager, Bob Melvin. Somehow, they say Napoli kept his foot on the bag. And that's a huge play.
Oh, very big. Well, we'll get a chance to see as Kinsler, a little quick throw because of the speed of Weeks. And Napoli going after it. Oh, I don't know. That is questionable.
You'll see it here. This will be your best shot.
Watch the right foot. Does it come off? Does it stay on? If he kept it on, it was barely.
Ball and glove. Oh, that's close.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's close enough to surprise that he was called out. That's the amazing thing.
Well, just because the Napoli's body went so far off the bag. But it is the second out. Suzuki now at third, so it's up to Cowgill.
A carbon copy of the third inning. Leadoff double. Adam Gonzalez tried advancing. That was a line drive to right field. This time he strikes out. Then a 4-3 put out on Jamiel. Or maybe.
So Cowgill has a chance to get the A's on the board. He has hit a fly ball and he has walked. And that pitch a bit low. 2-0. .72 pitches now for Holland. And that one a fastball on the inside corner for a strike. As we talked about that start by Holland where he gave up all the runs, his ERA went up over a run in that one start. That's what happens when you give up 8 earned runs in an inning and 2/3. He went in with a 4.05. He came out with a 5.11. He's trying to whittle it down tonight.
As you can say, he's had a lot of rest and a lot of frustrating nights from his last start to tonight.
(3-1) drilled left center field. Hamilton on the move, and that baby is gone. Cowgill makes it a 5-2 game with a 2-run shot.
Colin Cowgill continues to get playing time, and that's the reason. 3-1, and he jumped on it. What a great swing, quick bat, and the extension. Got the foot down and attacked. Well, that's a classic swing, and that's getting a hit with the runner in scoring position. His first, and a big one.
So the A's on the board, and that's the most important thing. It was not Cowgill's first career home run. It's his second. He hit one last year for the Diamondbacks.
First for the A's, and it couldn't come at a better time. And at least to get them on the board. So the big second inning last night, and tonight Cowgill walked back in the third inning after it was a leadoff double by Kurt Suzuki. This time though he brings him in.
2-0 to Reddick, and Reddick hits a fly ball shallow left. Hamilton coming in. Josh Hamilton has it. Side retired, but the A's are on the board thanks to Colin Cowgill, his first home run as an Athletic. Left center field, 2-run shot. So it's 5-2 Rangers after 5.
Children's Day on Friday, June the 15th. $5 from each field level ticket will benefit the Kurt Suzuki Family Foundation, which supports the scientific research of chronic illnesses and healthy living. Autographed items will be sold behind Section 121 to benefit the foundation. For more information on the foundation and to purchase tickets, go to oaklandathletics.com/Suzuki or call 510-563-2205.
Well, the A's back in it. It's 5-2 now after the Colin Cowgill 2-run homer. Well, Sean Doolittle has to have a quick inning. So his chance for a shutdown inning. Relievers don't get a lot of opportunities for a shutdown inning, but we're going to call this one for Doolittle, who first batter he faced was Nelson Cruz, and he struck him out swinging.
No doubt the teammates of Nelson Cruz saw the fastball as high as, what, 96? He struck him out on 96, so they know they got to gear it up a little bit. They've not seen anything but the fastball. That's 5 of them thrown to that man, Nelson Cruz.
So Doolittle started the year in Stockton, pitched in 6 games. Got moved up to Double-A Midland, pitched in 8 games, and then got moved up to Triple-A Sacramento and pitched in 2 games. Go get him.
See the ERAs?
So I wonder if anybody's ever gone from Single-A to Double-A to Triple-A to the major leagues in the span of what is 2 months.
2 months, yeah.
I'm sure it's happened somewhere, but that's very, very impressive.
Should we make a call?
Somebody will have it. You know how they say some guys are on the fast track to the major leagues? Meaning you want to get them through the minor leagues and get them to the big leagues. He was on the fast track.
It's the bullet train.
Exactly. Hey, you never know. He may be here for the next 10 years. A good thing.
Well, and if you get down to the end, you need a pinch hitter. You can always
got to keep him around for the National League.
That's right.
Two and 2 to Mike Napoli. Starting Friday, the A's will have 6 straight games in National League parks. Hey, you get a wild one at Coors Field? Who knows? Doolittle, get a bat. Or you wouldn't have to pinch hit for him.
He plays the violin.
Interesting setup, huh? Swing and a miss. 95 miles an hour. Napoli strikes out. A little giddy up, huh?
A little giddy up. 95 challenge, and of course these guys know that he's going to throw a fastball. I don't think he's thrown anything but fastballs so far. Sounded like 95.
So Torrealba will hit with 1 out. Torrealba has had a good game. A single and a run scored in the 3rd, and then a sacrifice fly in the 4th.
But Doolittle really is doing what you like to see. Guys coming out of the bullpen that had a good arm, just airing it out. Fastball's tough to hit because a lot of times the hitter would gear up and try to hit a fastball. See how hard he swung. That's not Michael Young's swing. But he knew he had to start to swing a little bit earlier because of the mid-90s fastball. Torrealba by mistake.
So basically you're saying the harder the thrower, the shorter you swing should
go. Because he's providing the power.
So 0-2 to Torrealba with Gentry in the on-deck circle. That one spins Torrealba out of the way. Fastball runs high. 2-2 the count. 7 hits for the Rangers, 5 hits for the Athletics. And that one is right there outside corner, strike 3 called. 3 strikeouts for Doolittle. 2 swinging, 1 looking.
Well, this one only at 94, but he nailed the outside corner, and Torrealba opening up, thinking I'm going to pull it, and no chance.
Gentry.
You know, I thought I had Michael Young on my mind, because that just was not Michael Young's swing. He never swings that hard. That's but Torrealba does.
That was not. Nope.
Yeah. You're right. Perfectly thrown fastball to the outside corner, and just staying with it. So his major league career, 3 batters, 3 strikeouts.
And what a career it's been. Neftali Feliz, remember his major league debut right here.
Right.
Did the same thing. On the disabled list right now as a starting pitcher. A jam shot, and Kaihue grabs it in the air. Side retired. Very nice inning for Sean Doolittle, the left-hander. He strikes out a couple in a perfect inning. It's time for the Coors Light Freeze Can. Coors Light Freeze Can is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light. It's the world's most refreshing beer. Nice job, Sean Doolittle. Inning in a third, 3 strikeouts, retired all 4 hitters. So that's a pretty good major league debut. Andrew Kerrigan warming up in the A's bullpen.
Well, the most important thing, he got outs, and the A's, of course, scored 2. Had a nice shutdown inning.
Cespedes, Inge, and Gomes. That one down the left field line. Hamilton going back, and that baby is gone.
Wow. April 25th, his last. Of course, he didn't play much in the month of May, so a big blow, 73 miles per hour. Watch the swing on this slow curve. Wow. No hurt hand here. That's almost an Adrian Beltre type swing down on one knee.
Yep. So home run number 6 for Yoenis Cespedes.
Well, his last one was against Santiago of Chicago in the 14th inning when the A's ended up tying the game and then winning it. And he's kind of getting himself back into playing condition.
So Agando's up throwing. And Wash says, let's go. You need to get ready quicker. Come on, let's go.
That's what Wash looked like when he's coaching third. Come on, let's go, score. And he's telling. And how many times you see a reliever get down and just kind of casually throw? And
yeah, we're watching it right now.
Exactly. And you know, the pitcher on the mound's working quickly because he wants to stay in the game. And the reliever just taking his time.
Yeah, we're all right. This one's popped up and it should reach the seats, and it will.
Well, a nice swing by Cespedes again. Watches it follow through it. Right knee almost went down to the ground. He knew it was gone. Got the foot down and crushed it. Not even been a ball, but at 73, slow curveball. That was crushed down the left field line. Over the barbecue terrace. He's back. I think his hand's okay.
Another foul ball. So full count to Brandon Inge. Eight homers in the last 4 games. Allowed by Derek Holland. And there's the walk. So the A's have made it interesting here. It's only the bottom of the 6th. Second walk by Holland.
They got the right-hander Gomes that I would think that they're trying to buy some time for Ogando. Maybe he's ready. He does not act like he's ready. Remember, he was a starter last year and then put back in the bullpen. After being in the bullpen,
so after Gomes, it's Kaiahue.
Go!
So Gomes hits, and he's now the tying run. 87 pitches for Holland, so the pitch count is not necessarily an issue, but if he's getting tired, the first pitch on the inside corner to Gomes for a strike.
I'd like to see Johnny get into one. It's been a while since he's gone deep.
Yeah, that would be a good thing. And the A's bullpen, double barrel as well, Balfour and Kerrigan. Both these bullpens are good. Statistically, it shows up. That one popped up near home plate. Torrealba glances back to see if anybody's going to help him out. He's on his own and he makes the catch. So that's the first out here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Now batting.
Still 6-1 Angels over the Mariners, bottom of the 7th inning. So Kila Kaiahue steps in. It may be that Ron Washington really wanted Holland to face Kaiahue lefty on lefty. There's a shot foul. Bounces off the sidewall.
Remember the last at bat they stayed inside with the fastballs to Kaiahue, and that time he looked for it. And just a little bit too quick.
Kaiahue shot to right field, and that's a base hit. Inge will round second and stay there. So Kaihue gets the hit off the left-hander. And I think that's going to do it as Ron Washington's coming out. So Holland was cruising along through 4 innings, but the A's got the 2-run homer by Cowgill in the 5th. And they're threatening again here in the 6th after the Cespedes home run. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
And may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Athletics Investment Group, LLC.
Derek Holland's out of the game after 5 1/3. And he hands the ball to Alexi Agando. 7 hits, 3 runs so far, and 92 pitches for Holland. So a different pitcher the last 2 innings. The A's started to get to him a little bit. So here comes Agando. Solid season out of the bullpen. A's have seen enough of Alexi Agando to know what he's all about. He really burst onto the scene in 2010 and was just terrific out of the bullpen. And then last year a starter.
And Josh Reddick got him for a solo home run in that game at Thursday afternoon in Arlington, and he tied the game after the blown call on the squeeze play. 95 to 97 mile-an-hour fastball, slider and changeup, so he could throw hard. Of course, the A's know that, whether it's out as a starter or in the bullpen.
And the first pitch is a bit high to Kurt Suzuki. In jet second, Kaihue at first, 1 out. Cespedes with a home run to lead off this inning to make it 5-3. Good night for Kurt Suzuki, couple of doubles. Seth Smith has a bat and helmet. Swing and a miss. There's the good fastball, 96 miles an hour again. Agando made 29 starts last year and he won 13 games, 3.5 the ERA. But back to the bullpen. He's very valuable either way. One pitch, 97 miles an hour. That one ran in a little bit on Kurt.
I remember the Rangers signed Roy Oswalt, so he is getting in pitching shape. I think in about a month that he would need to get ready to go.
So Suzuki behind in the count. Outfield shaded around toward right. Breaking ball, and Kurt lays off.
That's hard to do when you're geared for a 95 mile an hour fastball and you see the hard slider, and Kurt Suzuki ready for the fastball and then able to stop the swing. That's good hitting to be able to recognize the spin on the slider and take a pitch that clearly was out of the strike zone.
Rosales waits. Swing and a miss. So Suzuki strikes out. Got him on a breaking ball.
Yeah, a little bit better slider, and he looked back. Kurt Suzuki did, asking for the strike, and it might have been. This one started more to the middle of the plate. And to see where it ends up, actually on the corner, which is the reason Kurt looked back to Paul Emmel to ask him. Took the first one off the plate, but Gondel went a little bit more towards the middle and kept it in the strike zone.
So here's Rosales. Rosales with a line out to right and a strikeout swinging. It's the same breaking ball, but this one a little bit outside to Rosales.
Rosales' first game for the A's was that Thursday afternoon in Arlington. Flew all night, walked all day, as they said, as he played first base, and then slept all the way home on the plane. Can't blame him.
Rosie pops it up. Right side of the diamond. Napoli, the first baseman, is waiting. He's got it side retired. A home run by Yoenis Cespedes. It was his 6th of the year. So the A's creep a little bit closer. It's now 5-3 after 6. Bankhead, who was in the 7th inning. The A's won the game 11-5. On this date in 1995, Big Mac, career home run number 250. Top 10, McGuire is at 10 with 583. Alex Rodriguez moving up, chasing Willie Mays. So 7th inning. It's a ball game, 5-3. Texas leading. It was 5-0. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. So Grant Balfour comes in.
Well, congratulations to Sean Doolittle. Major League debut. 1 1/3, 3 strikeouts. Watched the rest of the game and held that he did his part.
He sure did.
You know, he's kind of like that guy that drives in front of you on a par 5, crushes it, and you're trying to match him. Can't
that
do
idea.
It. Balfour can throw hard, but Doolittle, very impressive. Topped out about 96, 97. See, before he was always with his hands up, saying, okay, if I get my hands through the zone, I'm okay.
That one's drilled to left. Cowgill is going to have just enough room, and Kinsler just missed it, and that's out number 1.
Well, it's a good sign if you're left fielder and you put your left hand up, in this case for Cowgill, and he feels for a wall that's not there yet, so he knows he has room. Kinsler just got under it too much, and the wind might have knocked it down a little.
Now
The wind
number
in
one,
the view quarter,
Elvis
or
Andrews.
the wind in a little bit, the flags, not as much as earlier in the game.
Well, it was very breezy last night. Maybe not quite as breezy tonight. Josh Hamilton. They may not have been friends before the game with Josh, but they are now. It's great. Right there in the on-deck circle. So those guys are going to go to school tomorrow. They're going to say, yeah, I talked to Josh Hamilton during the game right before he went up to bat, and their friends are going to say, no, you did not, but we have video proof. This one's popped up, shallow right. It's going to be Reddick who calls off Weeks, and that's out number 2. So Balfour, a couple of quick outs.
Let's hope Josh Hamilton promised these young kids what Rather Parra did with the Diamondbacks. He had some elderly lady down, touch his bat or something. He had a home run, and then gave the bat to her as he came back in.
Well, we don't want Josh Hamilton to hit a home run.
No. I mean, those kids can go to school. They can tell everybody they want, but let's just hope Josh didn't say, watch this.
Good pitch there by Balfour right on the knees at the outside. So 0-1. 1 for 3 for Hamilton. The one hit an RBI double. So Hamilton 1 for 6 in the series. He shoots that one down the left field line and foul. Again, chases a little bit out of the strike zone and fouls it off.
It's like part of an all-star team that one kid had a sweatshirt on, said something about all-stars.
And that one swing and a miss, and it shoots right past Suzuki. And Kurt throws to first. What's the call? Home plate umpire Paul Emmel is just standing there. And when it's all said and done, we're going to write it down as a strikeout. I think that's what it was. 7th inning stretch coming up. 5-3 Texas. Cowgill will hit second. Week stepping in the box, and then Reddick. So the A's can do something against Alexi Ogando, who did a nice job shutting down the A's rally in the 6th inning. He stranded a couple of runners. A's with 2 home runs tonight. Cowgill with a 2-run shot, and Cespedes with a solo shot. The home runs have accounted for all of the A's runs. Hitless night for Weeks.
Well, the A's, of course, have gotten the runs on the home runs, but they also know that if Jamal Weeks can get on, and Cowgill with the speed, maybe they could manufacture some runs to get back and tie the game. Although they're taking on the home run. That's what it's going to hit the home runs. Might as well keep going.
3-1 now to Weeks. Take a leadoff walk just to get the engine running a little bit. Still 6-1 Angels over the Mariners, and it is now the 9th inning. And there is a leadoff walk. So a good start for the A's here in the bottom of the 7th. All right, here's our Chevron pitching matchup, and it's for the game tomorrow. Colby Lewis, Bartolo Colon. There's your pitching matchup. Colby Lewis 4-4. Bartolo Colon 4-6. So that's the matchup, and we'll have it for you starting at 6:30 here on Comcast Sportsnet California. So there you go. The game 3 of the 4-game series. Then a day game on Thursday. No TV on Thursday.
That was almost a runner at third base as Mike Napoli making a good play on that bad throw by Ogando. It's interesting. Ogando comes in with a couple of runners on base and gets a strikeout and a pop-up. And the old sit down, get up again. See how he does. Good fastball, but sometimes a relief pitcher, of course he had been a starter, sometimes sitting down, getting back up can be a little bit tough on a pitcher. Cook in the 8th if the A's score. Perhaps Kerrigan in the 8th if they don't.
Cowgill reaches for it. So he's behind in the count 0-2. Hara, the right-hander, starts to throw. The Rangers only have one lefty in the bullpen, Robbie Ross, and Ross threw last night. Long look by Ogando. Now he's ready. Weeks the runner at first. Strike 3 call. The pitch right on the outside corner, and Cowgill strikes out looking. So 1 out here in the 7th.
Well, a high slider, and I think that's why Cowgill a little slow going back to the dugout. Stayed on the corner, and Troy Alba keeping it there.
So here's Reddick. Reddick had a base hit in the very first inning, then a ground out and a fly out, 1 for 3. Breaking ball for a strike. Here's that matchup that, Ray, you mentioned. The big game tying home run in Arlington. Reddick off Ogando. Late on that fastball. That was I'm looking for something off speed, and I got 96. So Reddick's going to go for a walk.
Now Josh probably remembers he hit the 97-mile-an-hour fastball for the home run in Arlington and gets a first pitch slider. This with the fastball and trying to lift on one that was by it.
Another fastball, this one outside. Would love to get Cespedes up there with a couple of runners on. And that one outside corner, strike 3 call. Reddick argues with Paul Emmel. Emmel's going to follow him partially back to the dugout and take his mask off.
Unbelievable.
Which is not necessary.
Well, it is a fastball and maybe a little bit below the knees, but
Number 52,
make the call and stay behind the home plate area.
There you go. Yeah, that's necessary. That's
incredible.
So 2 outs, and here is Yoenis Cespedes. Way outside. Cespedes with the home run in the 6th, the solo shot, his 6th of the year. Good breaking ball. It's tight.
That was more of a sharp slider. The ones he threw to Cowgill in first pitch to Reddick, a little bit more over the top, but different type of break.
So not an easy at bat, Alexi Ogando. And that one bounced up the middle, and that's going to get through into center field. So Cespedes is 2 for 4, and he keeps the inning alive. And now Brandon Inge is going to have a chance.
Fastball just right back up the middle, and nice swing. Hit the breaking ball for a home run off of Holland, but this fastball takes it right back up the middle. Tell you what, it does not take long for the young man. Just think last night there was concern about his knee. And back in the lineup tonight and a big home run. 2 for 4 with a single and the home run.
No big point in the game. Inge steps in. First pitch breaking ball for a strike. Inge a fly out, a single, and a walk. After that high fastball, and he fouled it back, so now he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hanging curveball from Scott Feldman that Brandon Inge, no doubt.
So Inge trying to battle here behind in the count 0-2. That ball in the dirt, blocked by Torrealba.
You'd have to think, as deep the outfielders are playing, that a base hit to right field would be something that Brandon Inge, it would be a mistake he might get, but the mistake by Ogando is hard. He doesn't throw the softer version of the curveball or slider. Everything is hard, so you'd have to think a base hit, something to right field, might be something that Brandon Inge would be thinking about, getting everything hard from Ogando.
And that one, check swing. He does not go, and the runners are going to move up.
Now take the base hit to right field.
So second and third on the wild pitch.
Another hard slider in the dirt, and Brandon Inge started his swing, and Torrealba could not handle it. It's a good stop.
So 2-2. Inge lines one down the left field line, but foul as he got out ahead of that breaking ball. "27 pitches by Alexi Ogando out of the bullpen."
A lot of times the ball is hit that hard to come back with the same pitch.
And it was a fastball up, and Inge stays alive.
Well, he's got a quick bat, and he is ready to go. Loads up, and it's not a bad swing on a pitch that was ball 3, but he could just as easily hit it someplace hard.
Great speed, Weeks and Cespedes. 2-2 pitch, check swing on the slider. He did not go, and now it's a full count.
And first base open. I don't believe they're going to give him anything. They're going to try to get him to chase. You're ready for the fastball, but concerned about the hard slider away.
And it was the slider, and it was a good one, and Inge swings and misses. So Ogando makes the big pitch. A's strand a pair. We're headed to the 8th inning. Texas 5, the Athletics 3.
Reverse replay. There he is, folks. Sean Doolittle making his major league debut. First batter he faced, blew him away the fastball. Nelson Cruz. Next inning, got Mike Napoli with a fastball. Torrealba called strike 3, fastball. 3 strikeouts, 4 batters by Sean Doolittle, and nice major league debut for the former first baseman turned pitcher. Might have opened some eyes with that performance tonight.
When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. Kerrigan comes in with the sole purpose of keeping it a 2-run deficit. Ogando made the big pitch when he had Beltre, Young, and Cruz. And Beltre swings wildly, goes down to one knee. It's 0-2.
I think he had sights on a home run, but how many times have we seen him swing down onto one knee and hit the long ball?
There's the good fastball from Kerrigan, but it's high. He's got glasses on now.
Well, Nelson Cruz also, and hey, these may be the wind blowing, of course, early in the game.
Something's up because we've never seen him wear his helmet down like that.
No.
Maybe it's the lights. That could possibly be it. Beltre is 2 for 3, couple of singles. Also struck out, and he scored a run. Saw that breaking ball pretty well, and he fouls it straight back.
Well, as you just said, the important thing for Andrew Kerrigan is to put up zeros. Grant Balfour did it. Sean Doolittle, as a matter of fact, the bullpen retired all the batters they faced, including 4 strikeouts, won by Balfour last inning.
Count stays 2-2. Angels finish off the win 6-1 over the Mariners. Garrett Richards gets his first win. Trumbo went 4 for 4 with 2 homers and 4 RBIs. Beltre drives one toward right center. Cespedes is going to get there. He makes the catch for out number 1. So Michael Young will hit.
Now batting, number 10, Michael.
So the Angels
Young.
now 4 back, waiting for the conclusion of this game. Yankees shut out the Rays tonight 7-0. Andy Pettitte pitched terrific. Andy Pettitte had 10 strikeouts in 7 1/3 innings, and he got his 3rd win. He beat James Shields, so Andy Pettitte paying dividends. Russell Martin at grand slam. Baltimore beat Boston 8-6 in 10 innings. Red Sox tied that game in the bottom of the 9th inning on a 2-out 2-run homer by Gerald Saltalamacchia, and then Orioles bounced right back and scored 2 in the top of the 10th and held on. Well, Baltimore and the Rays are now tied in the AL East up on top. Cleveland beat Detroit 4-2. Jimenez over Smiley. One-two pitch to Young. Swing and a miss. He waves at a slider. So 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. CSNCalifornia.com has a brand new insider. Stay up to date everything athletics with Casey Pratt. There he is. Follow Casey on Twitter at Casey Pratt CSN. Log on to Ace Talk on CSNCalifornia.com all season long to read Casey's news and notes on the Oakland Athletics.
Did a good job.
Yes, he is.
Had a lot of good stuff. So.
Working hard.
Yeah, it's complimenting on him, his attire. And I said, as long as we keep putting you on camera, you better have a coat or at least a tie on, a shirt. Nothing good.
Cruz swings and misses. Tried to check his swing. Yeah, he headed up to Sacramento for every game when Manny Ramirez was. River Cats were home.
Who?
River Cats.
No.
Manny Ramirez.
Oh, Ramirez. Ramirez, Manny. That's right.
555 career home runs.
For long, they're going to be saying, where are they now?
Don't ask us about Manny because we do not know what's going on. Honestly, truly.
Yeah.
1-2 pitch to Cruz. Fastball inside, even the count 2-2. Mike Adams down in the bullpen for Texas.
He's the setup, and Joe Nathan the closer. And the A's will at least have 6 more outs, a couple more at bats. It'd be nice if they only needed 1 more.
Mike Napoli hoping to hit this inning. Cruz lays off the breaking ball and he gets the 2-out walk.
Now batting, number 25, Mike Napoli.
So here's Napoli. Napoli has walked twice and struck out. You got to be careful with this guy. Lots of power. Homered last night. Suzuki somehow manages to block that, and as usual, it got a piece of Kurt. They're going to come out and check Kurt. It was kind of, the ball bounced quite a ways out in front of home plate. It
was there check Kerrigan or Suzuki?
Maybe both.
Maybe Kerrigan.
He was shaking his arm a little bit.
Yeah, because Kurt was kind of course, that's nothing for him. That's a piece of cake in the ball. But yet he went out, and I think he was calling for someone to talk to Kerrigan, see what happens on this one. The ball in the dirt. Zook blocked. Right there, that's
you're right.
What happened. Yeah. Kurt hobbling out, but it was all about Kerrigan.
And he's coming out. Wow. He's walking very gingerly, which
groin, something in legs, possibly.
He's also flexing his hands.
Yeah,
so you know, who knows? We don't want to speculate.
Right.
Yeah. So we got a new pitcher, and we'll tell you about it when we come back.
On Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Chevrolet and their award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers, and by Jack in the Box. Right now at Jack in the Box, you can try the new Chipotle Chicken Club. Make it a combo with fries and a drink.
Now we got in-depth sports news for the Bay Area fan. Go deep with Sportsnet Central. It's brought to you by Hyundai tonight at 10:30, and it's on our sister station, Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Highlights and post-game reaction from here at the Coliseum. Vernon Davis talks about 2012 and more locals drafted, including the son of our own, Shooty Babbitt. Brody Brazil, Damon Andrews will host. So this was Andrew Kerrigan coming off. So he's flexing his hand. And now watch, he points at the inside of his elbow. And I think when a pitcher points at the inside of his elbow, time to get him out of there.
That's probably what Walt Horn. I don't know that even Walt had to say anything. It's just an athletic trainer, but he did not like to see something like that because Andrew Kerrigan throws hard. Mid-90s with a fastball, hard slider that he walked Cruz. And now Joe Miller, who pitched last night, pitched the 9th inning, comes in, and of course he'll have as many warm-ups as he needs to get ready.
So Cruz will be the runner at first. He got the walk, and Napoli will be the hitter, and Miller is ready. So Napoli steps in. 5-3 is the Rangers lead. Napoli tonight has scored a run on one of the walks.
And it was Napoli who last night in the 9th inning on a 3-2 fastball. A little bit different tonight. Of course, the A's with a 12-0 lead last night. Napoli 3-2. Joe Miller just fired a fastball and he hit it for a home run. There's the slider, which is a good one.
So Napoli takes it for a strike. One and one to Napoli. That slider again, this one outside. Torrealba waiting in the on deck circle. There are 2 outs. Miller trying to get the A's back in the dugout. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Good fastball down low, and that's after missing with a slider. See the movement though. This time a good 2-seam fastball. What's scary about Napoli is his opposite field power, as he showed last night.
And that one's ripped toward left center field. The base hit. Cowgill gets it in quickly. So 2-out rally by Texas. And Napoli, his first hit, but the 3rd time he has been on base.
Now batting.
It's rolled over. A lot of times you see guys get fastball outside and roll over like Napoli did. They hit a ground ball to the left side, but was able to elevate the pitch that was up a little bit, maybe too much. Not the 2-seamer that he just swung and missed.
So here's Torrealba. Torrealba has singled, had a sacrifice fly, and struck out looking. And that gets a piece of Kurt Suzuki.
It's kind of a late swing from Torrealba, and that's the reason the ball went off the bat into the mask. Kurt constantly shaking his head. I'm okay. I'm okay. As many times as he gets hit. Mike, what's wrong? You didn't feel that. You think you just got hit in the face. Mike's up here. Fortunately, Kurt Suzuki's wearing a helmet and a mask, because that was a shot.
That one is high, 1-1. Cruz is not being held on at all. He's dancing around big time at second base. Blevins throwing in the bullpen.
Well, the infielders have to hold their position, and that's why it makes it so inviting for the runner at second to take off.
Rosales has it. He's going to go across the diamond, and that will do it. Couple of runners stranded by the Rangers. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Adams coming in. 5-3 Texas.
truck on the upper deck? No way!
Here's our game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. 5-8-0 for Texas, 3-8-0 for the Athletics. Both teams 8 hits. Couple of home runs for the Athletics. Cowgill a 2-run homer. Cespedes a solo shot. That's accounted for all 3 of their runs. And the Rangers go back to their bullpen and they bring in Mike Adams when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. So Mike Adams comes in, and he is indeed the setup man, with Joe Nathan being the closer. Johnny Gomes to lead it off. Gomes is 0 for 3. First pitch to Gomes is a strike down around the knees.
Well, Adams was acquired last season for this role. Setup role, the 8th inning guy. Whereas last year it was Neftali Feliz who was closing with Adams setting up.
Adams was terrific with the Padres, and he's been very good with the Rangers. Another guy that will be a free agent after this year. So decisions for the Rangers on Mike Adams. Certainly not huge money like the offensive players we're talking about, but a valuable bullpen guy.
All adds up.
Yeah. Two and 1 to Gomes. That one there, first strike, 2-2, 90 miles an hour. But Adams just, he's got a good little cutter.
And down around the knees. That's always tough in that location.
See what Gomes gets on 2-2. The fastball, but outside, so a full count. Well, the A's have had at least one base runner in every inning except the second. They've stranded 8 through the first 7 innings, so there have been some opportunities there. Three-2 pitch is inside, and it's a leadoff walk.
Well, Mike Adams pitched in both games in Texas this season. Back on May the 16th, 17th, it was Johnny Gomes who led off the inning in which the A's scored the run in the 10th inning. A ground ball that started down the third base line and it rolled back fair. It did not go foul, as perhaps the ground tilted to the favor of the Rangers, but it helped the A's, and Gomes ended up scoring the go-ahead run, and this guy drove him in. So maybe the A's can pull the magic again.
Kila Kaiahue steps in. The first pitch is in there for a strike.
This was on that 17th, and Kaiahue scoring Derek Barton. Actually, Johnny Gomes was. Derek Barton had a pinch hit single in that inning, but it was Gomes scoring the run. It come from a high and win for the Athletics.
Swing and a miss, off speed. Good pitch from Adams. 0-2. There's the closer, Joe Nathan. Slider down and in. Kaiahue stays alive. Royals shut out the Twins tonight 1-0 in Kansas City. Bruce Chen got his 5th win. Broxton got the save. Royals, we just saw, playing better. They've won 7 out of their last 10. It's funny, Ray, they're just a half game behind the Detroit Tigers.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. Detroit lost, as we said, to Cleveland. The Tigers are 25-30. Toronto beat the White Sox 9-5. Romero beat Phil Humber. Adam Dunn, a home run, his 18th of the year. I'd say he has put 2011 behind him.
Smart enough to do it. Second year of his 4-year contract, and Robin Ventura, a little bit different manager for the White Sox.
Close pitch, and it's 2-2.
Well, he's falling off towards first base side, and Torrealba brought the ball back on the corner, but Paul Immel, good enough umpire to realize the ball was off the plate.
Gomes takes off. The pitch is outside. The throw to second base is in time.
Wow.
And Gomes is called out.
Well, it looked like he got his hand in, at least from here, but and it's a second base umpire, Jerry Mills. Torrealba, strong throw. Oh, looked like his hand was in, didn't it?
Tell you in a minute.
Well, bang, bang, and Andrews doing a good job straddling the bag. Well, that's big.
3-2 pitch, and that's bounced. Kinsler has it, charging, and that's out number 2. So Gomes had a few words for Jerry Meals. So Suzuki hits now, and just like that, there are 2 outs.
Number 8, Kurt Suzuki.
Couple of doubles tonight for Kurt Suzuki and a run scored. Is also struck out, and the first pitch from Adams is in for a strike. Brian Fuentes is throwing for the A's, so it looks like he could be the guy to pitch the top of the ninth. Everything is final in Major League Baseball, including the other West Coast games. So this is the last show. Suzuki fouls it back. It seems like Adams does not throw too many pitches in the middle of the plate, in one corner or the other.
And if he does, they're down, which makes it very difficult to hit, do anything besides beat the ball in the ground.
Swing and a miss. Slider got him, and Suzuki heads back to the dugout. A strikeout for Adams, and we're headed to the ninth. 5-3 Texas.
16 when the A's play the Padres. 7,500 kids will receive a pair of A's knee-high striped socks presented by Ross. For more information and tickets, go to oaklandathletics.com/tickets.
All right. 5-3. The Rangers lead the A's. We've hit the 9th inning as Brian Fuentes comes in when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. So Fuentes comes in. It's been a while. Last time he pitched was the game where Willingham hit the walk-off home run, and that was a week ago tonight in Minnesota. So he did not get in any of the games over the weekend in Kansas City. Remember, the one game the A's did win it was a blowout win. So Craig Gentry to lead it off, the 9th place hitter. First pitch is outside. Joe Nathan starts to throw out in the Angels bullpen, or the Rangers bullpen. Gentry 0 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt. He'll be followed by Kinsler and Andrus. Bunt and foul. The A's will have Rosales, Weeks, and Cowgill, and hopefully more in the bottom of the 9th.
Well, 2's great for a closer. They prefer 3 to close out a game. The A's like to have made it 1, but that cannot or did not happen. Just trying to keep it no more than a 2-run lead. Joe Nathan would try to close it for the Rangers.
So 1-2 now to Gentry. And that one is fair. Down the right field line, Gentry can fly. Reddick quickly gets it in, and Gentry has a stand-up double. He just reached for it and poked it past Kaihue, and it was just fair. So hit number 9 for Texas.
Well, just inside the line, and Reddick playing him that way, knowing the speed of Gentry, and boy, it did not take him long to get to second base.
So here's Kinsler. Kinsler has a big hit in this game, a 2-run double in the 3rd inning. It's his only hit in. Quick meeting at the mound. Outfield straight away. Kinsler shows bunt. And if you're the A's, if you want to let Kinsler bunt, they're probably okay with it.
And he's just trying to get Gentry over to 3rd, but he's also a good enough hitter to hit the ball to the right side to maybe get a run in. So yes, the A's would take the out if ruled. What a shot.
And Gentry is out.
Wow. You talk about a quick throw. Gentry had a flying, running lead off second base, and Fuentes got rid of it quickly. Suzuki an even quicker throw, and no chance for Kinsler to do anything as Kurt Suzuki. Watch how quickly he comes out from behind the plate, and a quick tag by Inge at 3rd, hanging on to the ball as he was cheating a little bit towards 3rd base as he saw Gentry take off. Quick tag, watch how quickly, bang, right on the left shoulder, and he got him for sure. And Kurt Suzuki, a strong, perfect, quick release from behind the plate.
And there's a base hit, just dropped right over Kaihue's head. Kinsler with a big turn. So a good call by Gary Darling.
Gentry thinking he had it easily, but the quick tag by Brandon Edge at 3rd base, and that's the key, because it looked like Gentry was going to make it easily.
Now batting, number 1.
And he hurt himself when he did slide into the bag.
So Kinsler aboard, and here's Elvis Andrus. There's first pitch strike to Andrus. Elvis Andrus is 0 for 4 in the game. For the series, he's 1 for 7. Way inside. Send our best wishes to Tommy Lasorda, Ray. I understand he had a mild heart attack in New York yesterday. He was attending the Major League Baseball draft.
84 years young.
Kinsler goes. Throw to second base is not quite in time. And a close play again. There's been a lot of close plays tonight. Kinsler safe at second with a stolen base. It's his 8th of the year. Did Weeks tag him? Not close.
He missed him completely. Trying to swipe tag to see if he could get one, but no tag applied. You can't call him out.
So 1-2 to Elvis Andrus. And there's a base hit center field. Here comes Cespedes. We're going to have a play at the plate. The throw up the line, the tag, and Suzuki cannot quite get the sweep tag on Kinsler, who comes in to score, and it's 6-3. Throw was well up the third base line. Not a whole lot Kurt Suzuki could do.
Well, he charged well in center field. Cespedes did the strong throw, but a good sinker, if you will, because the ball did sink towards the third base bag. But watch the ball just start to move, and if it's on the plate, it would be a play. Suzuki tried to reach and missed it. Kinsler just avoided a tag on the left elbow.
So Andrus gets his 27th RBI. That's his first hit tonight. So he is now at second base. Shift is on for Hamilton with Rosales playing to the right of second base. So again, Tommy Lasorda, a mild heart attack yesterday, but it sounded like he was resting comfortably today, so we wish Tommy good luck in his recovery. Hope he's doing okay. Tough to find a better ambassador for baseball than Tommy Lasorda. That's right. That one hit right up the middle, but Rosales is playing right there. Fires to first. Hamilton's out. Andrus to third. So Beltre will hit.
Now batting, number 29, Adrian.
Well, that's a big run. That's a 3-run lead now for Joe Nathan, if it stays as is right now.
Couple of hits for Beltre. Both singles. Singled in the third, singled in the fifth, and he also scored a run. Plenty of time for Joe Nathan to get loose. He's been down there a while. In fact, he was standing there for quite a while. Now he has resumed throwing. Another run here, and Joe Nathan moves out of the save window. Beltre rips one toward left center field. That's hit well. On the move is Cespedes, and he goes up against the wall, and he makes the catch and hangs on. Wow. Sensational play by Yoenis Cespedes to end the inning.
Well, the speed to get to it and jump up the wall, bang against the wall to make the catch. That's a tremendous play, saving the run. Wow.
Watch this play, Cespedes. And you know what, Ray? He remained under control the entire play, even when he crashed into the wall. Just a little time to brace himself.
Yeah, there's not much he could do other than catch Norton. He was going to bang into the wall, but as we looked at it from our vantage point, that ball was headed to left center. It looked like extra bases easily, and the acceleration, the speed of Cespedes actually had to slow down as he approached the warning track of the wall to make the catch and banged against it. And an excellent play by the A's center field, and he's back in center where, of course, first couple of games in Kansas City in left field, and now 3 in a row playing center field.
So Joe Nathan comes in when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. 11 for 12 in save opportunities for Joe Nathan. From what we understand, he's throwing significantly better than he did last year. A little more velocity, so he's all the way back from that Tommy John surgery. And this one's popped up. Coco Crisp pitch hitting for Rosales. And it's going to be Beltre who at the last minute calls off Torrealba and makes a basket catch. So Coco Crisp is retired. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th.
Now batting, second baseman, number 19, Jamal Weeks.
So Jamal Weeks steps in. Weeks has been on base once via the walk. First pitch, strike, 94 miles an hour from Joe Nathan. Nathan signed a 2-year deal to close for the Texas Rangers with a club option for 2014. And the Rangers must have liked what they've seen from Nathan. He looked sharp. Now 37 years old. 272 career saves for Nathan.
I'll give him a lot of credit coming back from the Tommy John surgery, and of course trying to come back last year, and really, he probably wanted to stay with Minnesota Twins, but I think he made the right move signing the contract here.
They sit for Weeks. Shoots one through the right side.
Well, there's a case you saw Kahui range far to his right. Napoli started and stopped. So a good 2-strike hitting by Jamal Weeks. Slider down and in, and Napoli went for it. See if you see Napoli start and then head back to first base. He was the only one that had any kind of a chance to catch it. So maybe the A's catching a break, but what happened?
So he's going to let Joe Nathan know he's going to play behind Weeks. Not way behind him, but just off the bag a little bit. So Cowgill is the hitter. Swing and a miss. Cowgill is 1 for 3. He had the 2-run homer back in the 5th inning. That got the A's on the board. It made it a 5-2 game. Another swing and a miss. That one 95 miles an hour.
A 3-1 fastball, Derek Holland, and that made it a 5-2 game.
He's got it to 5-3, and then the Angels, why do I keep saying Angels? Rangers made it 6-3 with that run at the top of this 9th inning.
Because it's the 50th anniversary of the Angels winning their only world championship. I mean the 10th anniversary, actually the 50th season of the Angels in Anaheim.
Reddick will be next. So getting another runner on with Reddick and maybe Cespedes coming up is huge. So Cowgill has worked the count even, 2-2. Tomorrow night, Colby Lewis, Bartolo Colon, 6:30 A's pregame. This one's popped up. Long run for everybody, including Kinsler, who cannot quite get it. So Colby Lewis, Bartolo Colon. A couple of guys who don't throw her hard, throw a lot of fastballs.
And already smile with Bartolo Colon, with Ariel Prieto and Jordan Alberto.
So Nathan checks on Weeks, who takes off, and Cowgill skies one on the infield. Weeks is going to have to turn around and hustle back. Beltre has it for out number 2. So Cowgill cannot get aboard. He's 1 for 4. And it's up to Reddick to keep the ball game moving.
Well, he had the jump to steal the base at second, but a couple of strikes on Cowgill. He had to swing at what would have been strike 3.
So Reddick 1 for 4. Rangers 1 out away from tying this series up at a game apiece with 2 more to play. Weeks takes off again. The pitch is a strike. Weeks will get to second base. Will not get credited with a stolen base. A's post-game live coming up after the ball game. Swing and a miss. Good fastball from Nathan. Dave Benz and Shooty Babbitt are standing by in the A's post-game live studios. Have all the highlights for you. 0-2, Reddick has to try to battle back. And he swings at the high fastball and misses, and that's the ball game. So the A's strand a runner in the bottom of the 9th, come up short as the Texas Rangers win game 2 of this 4-game series, a final score of 6-3. Holland gets the win, Blackley gets the loss, and give Joe Nathan his 12th save. So 6-3 is the final. You've been watching Oakland A's baseball here on Comcast Sportsnet. It's part of the NBC Sports Group. Don't go away. A's postgame live with Dave Benz and Shooty Babbitt. Just about set to go. They'll break it down from the studio. 6-3 Rangers over the A's.